Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score for Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. Ooh, new contract and much higher value. Haha. Oh, awesome. Okay. So after completing a goal for the first time in ages, or possibly the first time in the entire series, uh, 6 practice programs, we just made it. Green on a couple, but we made it. So uh, massive improvement. Team reputation went up a bit, and my value went up a lot. We're approaching veteran finally. So we have 2200 on our contract perks. Let's go ahead and start the new negotiations.
Here we can adjust the terms of our proposal. The more ambitiously we set our targets, the more willing the team will be to give us better perks. We'll have a few chances to suggest a deal, but we need to be careful. If a proposed contract exceeds your value to the team, it will be rejected, and too many attempts will leave us stuck with the original offer.
Alright, so we're going to try for just a single upward trajectory to the contract, as in 75% resource point bonus for races, because we need all of the R&D points that we can get our hands on. And as slow as we get points in, simultaneous development still has no need for me. Pit stop efficiency certainly could help, making things a little bit faster, but the upgrade speed and the race bonus are the big ones. So we're going to keep the 1919, as nothing else seems to be going well for me. Let's see what we get.
All right.
And we made
terms
it.
Been agreed.
Yes,
All
okay,
that's left is to
finally.
sign the paperwork. You'll be on this new deal from the next race weekend.
Progress, yes, feels good. Alright. Let's check out the R&D, as we picked up 500 bonus points. And we've got 2 upgrades in progress, both slated for Austria. 1 aero, 1 chassis. Which means the only area we could do an upgrade right now is actually in the powertrain. And let's see, what is our options? ERS, fuel consumption. That's definitely a factor in my. There's 3 of them. We have 1. And that's straight up engine power, but we're not in the points for that one, and I kind of want to get that engine power one. Well, that's another fuel consumption one. Dang. Between the ERS and the fuel consumption, there's got to be something there because of the race programs. Right now, the fuel consumption one is a more difficult program to complete. But if we get better at it, it'll get easier to complete. But the ERS is something that I already do pretty well on. So if we do that, then we're almost guaranteeing points in the ERS program. But right now, I can already get away with doing the ERS program pretty regularly. If I put it into fuel consumption, then I can complete that program as well. And there's 2 programs to tackle, plus qualified. And there you go. I could start running fuel consumption. Haha. Okay. We're on to something here. Run fuel consumption, run ERS, run qualifying, and there's our 3 programs. Also ready in Austria. So we have 3 things going in. We don't have the points if any fail, but something's bound to succeed, right? 1 for every department besides reliability. And we advance to the next race weekend. To Austria. Couple difficult quarters for me on this one.
I know
one
we
in
were
particular,
expecting some
but
new
otherwise,
developments this weekend, but some of them have failed quality
some.
control. Make sure you indicate what you'd
One or
like
two.
redeveloped via the workstation.
1 or 2 have failed. No surprise there. The odds are that 1 failed. Let's see how we did. Goals update. 4 Drivers' Championship points. What an absurd goal. I've never had 1. Emma, what's the deal? You're fired. Wait, no, you want to fire me, don't you? That's not your job. Okay, so... come on! You know, that's the second time that that's happened, where I've done 3, and 2 of them failed, yet the percentage says that 1 should fail, not 2. And out of twice that I've been in that position, I've had 2 of 3 fail. The fuel consumption, the latest addition, is the one that was completed, but the front downforce and the weight redistribution both failed. Looks like we're in for a very, very sunny weekend. At least Saturday, Sunday.
I've been in touch with some contacts at Williams, and they think your attitude and results might be a good fit for their team. We can talk to them at our next contract review if you're interested.
59,
Let's see what kind of offer they can put on the table.
9, and 66. I think it's time we go ahead and fix that. So we're gonna fit component and fit component. There you go. That's gearbox looking excellent. On to the race weekend.
Hello and welcome to Spielberg for the first practice session of the Austrian Grand Prix. We can see, of course, plenty of activity in the garages as we wait for the green light to get this session underway. Anthony Davidson, thank you for joining me once again. What are you going to be looking out for once the cars get out there on the circuit today?
Well, naturally, in any free practice session, you can never be sure exactly what programs the teams are running, how much fuel they've put in, and so on. So it's important to resist the temptation to draw any firm conclusions from the fastest times on the monitor.
All right.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Yeah, fuel management. Let's start with the ERS, as this is my better program. And so I almost feel like... track acclimatization. Let's see the team objectives. There's only 1 bonus on qualified, but there is beat the top trap speed, or beat the average trap speed. Chain 5 corners, track acclimatization, so there's a bonus right there.
Time aside to run the qualifying sim program.
And I
Try to run it before the end of
think
FP3
I
if you
have
can.
a car setup here, do I? Nope. Not just yet. So we'll go with balanced. And we're going to go with the ERS program. Flying lap number 1 of 3 for the race weekend. Been a little while since I've been here, but it's a track I'm very good on. Sector 2, I tend to go purple on Sector 2. I think we had a podium. Did we get pole here? Last season? Ooh, a little late on the brakes. Just in time. A little early on the brakes. We're still very good on time here. Okay, into purple. Alright, now I just need a clean lap to the end. 1 second up. Lost a little time there, but that's enough. That's purple. Great start to the race weekend. And if I can get that kind of time, I can definitely get through this fuel management
Our
program.
best lap so far is a 1 minute 10.6.
Could I get triple purple? Wouldn't that be something, huh? So let's do the fuel management and see how this upgrade is, if it's going to be any better. In the past, just being on the gas hurt the fuel management. So I did not gain, but I lost ground just accelerating down the straight. So the car itself was bad on the fuel management. Oh, it still does it. Still does it. Okay, 1.2 seconds up on the lap time, so we're doing really good there. Now it's just a matter of coasting enough to get to purple. And shifting early enough to also help with the gas. Okay, well, it looks like we're headed for green.
Okay, decent lap there, but there's still...
So green only because the fuel management is still an issue on the car. It's going to take at least one more level of it before we can at least get somewhere neutral. Because literally just driving down the road lowers our rating. So even coasting through the corners, every corner, I think every corner but one or two I coasted heading into. So the lift and coast doesn't do you a lot of good when just down the straight, even with the early shifting, which slows your pace a little further but helps with the fuel management, is still only enough to barely get green on a track that we could easily get purple on otherwise. So the fuel management program's still not ready to be a regular feature. ERS definitely is, though. Qualifying pace is where we'll hit up our last hot lap here. So that is going to cost us at least 30 laps there on that fuel management program.
It'll help us identify any...
But it was definitely worth checking into. car ahead. I'm going to back off and let them go. So, no gas yet. No gas. No gas. I got a McLaren behind me, but they're a ways back. Gosh, I'm catching back up to him already. Tenth of a second up right now. There's that oversteer that I get. Just that one corner. Well, there's two corners that it'll occasionally happen on. Gasly in the way. A very critical time. Still 1.3 seconds up, so we're well on our way, and we make the pass on Gasly. .5. That's definitely purple.
And a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you
Result
through the
first,
numbers.
nice. Get out of the way of Gasly. I wanted to see that result and see where we were first. So, we have a chance at
Our
pole.
best lap so far is a 1:8.2.
Chance at pole. So we pick up 235 points. That's pretty outstanding. It's 30 points shy of what we could have had, thanks to the fuel management program. But the track acclimatization would have been the most likely other one to run, as I'm not very good at the tire management program. And yeah, I probably wouldn't have had purple on that one either. I would have had green, most likely. And again, I'm pretty good on this track, but mistakes happen. Whoa. More than a second a lap ahead of Vettel. Okay, this is a track that I'm definitely good at. Alright, well, let's go ahead and
Quick
get
look
out
at the
FP1
classification
here.
at the end of the session then. Here are your top three.
Almost a
The
second ahead of
Professor,
Ricardo.
and Sebastian Vettel.
Of course, I ran a qualifying program.
We'll
Nobody
see
else
you
was
again
running
soon.
that. So it's not a given. But my qualifying program lap was not flawless. So it's not going to take a flawless lap to get pole. It's going to take a good lap. But I got a real shot at picking up some points here. Getting my car on pole so I can finish in 18th or 19th. Because that's where it happens when I go with the AI control. 290 points though, picked up on that one. That's a good day. And team rep builds a little bit, which is a rare thing with that whole 3 flying lap rule. And let's get to that one-shot qualifying. Alright, now that we have some points, after this one-shot qualifying is done, before I do the race,
Thank you for joining us once
we have a
again
couple
for today's
parts
qualifying session.
to go
Sit
back and
relax,
throw some
enjoy
more
what
points
we
at.
hope will be a fantastic contest for pole position. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk, and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly...
Alright. Well, we're going for pole, so we're going to take a little bit of risk this time out. But I got to make sure it doesn't turn into a 20th with a crash. Conditions look good. Get myself ready and situated here. I pulled out my headphones. Hold on. There we go. Alright. Ready to go. To track. Bottas gets the early jump, but it's Sector 2 where I really make up the time. Provisional pole at the moment. It's still early in the lap. Too hot through there. Into the grass. There goes my lap. Ah! I did it. I did it. There's zero chance of coming back now. I mean, this is 10-15 seconds gone. I blew it. I blew it. I broke just a hair too late and could not recover. So I go flawless through practice and I completely F up. Oh, qualifying. Damn it! That was 5 points for the game of Decathlon that I really needed. Oh, woe is me. That. I gotta laugh that off. That was completely
we just
my
need
bad.
to push hard in the race and we can still come away with something.
Can we? Can we do that? Actually,
Grid
you
is
know,
all set then for
qualifying
the race
means
tomorrow.
absolutely
But before we
nothing
go,
here
let's
besides
quickly
the
remind
team rep,
ourselves
as
of
long
our
as I don't
top
finish
three,
in
who are
20th
Raikkonen,
right.
Ricciardo, and Lewis.
Ah, Leclerc up in 12th. Two wheels in the grass and around I went. It's going to be another rivalry for Leclerc, so that's going to hurt. I just lost 70 points on the results versus car performance. And that team rep's going to be hurt by this. Oh no, okay. That's good. It didn't go down.
Bad luck in qualifying. That's not exactly ideal. But there's no points for Saturday. Keep a cool head and make up for it in the race.
Except for the game Decathlon. Top 5, which I did not achieve. So we have 2 failed upgrades, and let's see what's it gonna take for this one. 7 points more than we have, so that's gonna wait. Let's go ahead and knock out this little puppy. The weight redistribution on the plank. That'll get us off the bottom, above Williams. Where are we in aero right now? Well on the bottom, so that would have gotten us up to level with Williams. So we're going to need our next 300 points to go towards that. And as I get the car a little more developed, I'm gonna have to start putting points into department efficiency, but I've got to get the car to a point where we're not always in last. It looks like I can keep a contract down around a 1919, so if we're above Williams and we can steadily get 18th or above, even though I'm not scoring points, at least I can sustain my job and keep the playthrough going without it turning into a total failure. So that's kind of the big key, because that department efficiency in the long term is going to kill us. I mean, it's already season 2. there will be department resets from time to time, so I've got to prepare for that a bit better. So we've got one upgrade coming for next season. Let's go ahead and simulate our session. So sad, because I could totally win this race.
And
On
now
this AI
let's take a
difficulty
look
level,
at the
but
driver's
there we
standings.
are,
It's a
outside
good
of top
result for
14, as
Sebastian
is
Vettel,
Leclerc,
who
so
moves
neither
further
one of
ahead
us
at
scoring
the
any
top of the
points.
table. And
I
now
do
I'd
get
like to ask
17th.
you, Anthony
Wow,
Davidson,
that's
who was
the
your
highest finish
driver
I've
of
had
the
in a
day?
while.
Fernando Alonso. Wherever he is, whatever team he's in, when is he not just brilliant? He'll give you a performance every time, just like he's done today.
On to the constructors
Really? He
then.
finished in
Ferrari
13th.
extend their lead at the top of the championship.
What's
There
so
was also a
fantastic
strong
about that?
showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
So from 6th place, Vettel gets the win. Hamilton and Verstappen round out the podium with Raikkonen, Ricciardo, and Bottas. Next up, the only other cars on the lead lap were Magnussen and Hulkenberg. So in the standings, it's Vettel by 39 points now above Hamilton, who has moved back over Ricciardo, as those two have swapped places multiple times in recent races. Meanwhile, Verstappen has also overtaken Bottas, so Bottas is now worst of the best, with a huge gap from him down to Hulkenberg as best of the rest. And there's still quite a few of us with no points to our name. And in the constructors, Toro Rosso and us sit on 2 with Williams on nothing. Clear bottom 3. And there you go. Another rivalry loss. This will hurt a bit. A little bit of bonus points there, another 166 with 419. Next week we should be able to get that major upgrade in the aero department taken care of. No loss of reputation with the team though. So what they considered a good race result versus lost rivalry becomes a level pegging. So at least some things turned out right, even though I completely blew that qualifying lap. I'm actually on a really short time window here, as I just moved this past weekend, so it's been busy times for me, and I've got a lot more to do. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go ahead and cut it short this week. We should be getting back up to normal times in the very near future, once I get things a little more under control. I'm playing catch up right now on work and the channel. And life. So that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.